Hi, welcome to another episode of Nerdcast. Some quick following updates is Star Wars have said they're going to be working with Marvel to create some comics out for next year. Yes, that's right, Alex.
What?
More Star Wars stuff.
Oh my god.
Last weekend was the last Elder Scrolls Online beta test. Let's hope that all works out, as it will be coming out in April on PC and July for the consoles. And also, I'm joined by Liz today.
Hi.
How are you, Liz?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. So, Liz, you go to a girl full of schools, don't you?
yeah, that's exactly what I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alex, I don't need to introduce you, do I?
Yeah, I'm not usually on the podcast,
You're always here.
but I say some stuff.
Find me one episode where I haven't referenced you.
You have referenced me, but I'm not meant to be.
I'm
in the
also
podcast.
I'm also joined by Mr. Alex Castellac Mango Wrigley.
Ridley.
Ridley?
Hey,
Widway.
Widway.
Smooth.
Wiki. Okay.
So how are you guys doing today?
I'm very well, thank you.
One thing that I'm excited about is Titanfall came out last week.
It did.
Yes.
Yeah,
but also
yeah,
it won't be
it
coming
did.
out on the 360 till the 28th of March.
I didn't realise it was coming out on 360 at all.
Yeah, it's out on. It's out on Xbox One and I think
Mm-hmm.
there's another PC. I think I'm not sure.
Oh right. Okay. Cool. Well then, yeah, definitely going to get it.
Yeah. Oh, do you a fan of Dark Souls?
Never played it, but I was always interested in.
That came out on Dark Souls 2.
Dark
came
Souls
out on
2.
the same day, and it's on the PS3 and 360.
That didn't get received terribly well, did it? Because everyone was questioning why
It's-
there is one.
Some people. I think it's a good game unless you're looking at it from the story or.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah.
You know, I mean, if it's one of those games where if you just want to sit down and venture and do a bit of killing and stuff,
That sounds alright.
yeah. But if you're really into following stories and stuff, it's a bit naff.
All right. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
Talking about game releases, as I did say, Elder Scrolls Online coming out.
When's that?
See, it's coming out on the PC in April,
April.
which
right.
is all good for the PC gamers, but us
Uh-huh.
consoles have to wait till July.
Is
You know what you
that
could
is that
just
pop
do?
filter on correctly? Because it's wobbling around alarmingly. Is that all right? Yeah, it's fine. Okay, cool. Just check.
You know what you could just do? You could just buy a PC. No.
They're quite.
No.
This
Well,
is coming from the girl that doesn't even really know what Skyrim is.
Actually, I do. I've played it at your house.
Tell me what Skyrim is.
It's a game.
No, it's a realm. It's a land.
It's
Yeah.
a realm. It's a
Skyrim
dimension.
is a province in a certain
We
time and
we
place.
have the great honour for being able to have a slight look into it through the realm of technology. But the thing is, though, that with buying a new PC, some do cost small amounts, but you need something with a good graphics card.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just going to be laggy as
The
hell.
thing is, it's not just
True.
about the PC. You have to know a lot about PCs as well. Because from my experience, and I'm sure other PC gamers out there, PC, there's a lot you have to swap around, fix, and as games develop, you've got to do up your PC a lot as well.
Yeah,
It's just a lot of hassle.
it really is. It really is.
Really is. So those are all the current game announcements. Titanfall, Dark Souls out now, but Titanfall won't be out on 360 for a while.
No.
It looks really good though. I mean, I know you're not one for like first-person shooters like that.
No, I've been watching some of the Let's Plays for the beta, and I'm extremely intrigued.
Yeah, it is. But anyway, moving on to our other part. Liz, I believe you have some
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah, questions.
Yes,
Let's go with questions.
I do. Right. Okay. Slightly worried about your answers to some of these, but hopefully it should be fine.
Yeah.
So, if you changed gender for one day, what would be like the first thing you would do?
Multiple orgasms.
Yeah, I was expecting that at some point.
It depends of what point, because obviously being a guy, I know I might come to regret this, but I'd like to experience.
Multiple orgasms.
No. No.
Well, you
You're
would,
obsessed
but that's
with
not
the
what you're going to say.
Yeah, no, that wasn't what I was going to
orgasms.
say. I'm not sure whether this is a bit of a topic to go into, but time of the month, because
What is wrong with you? That's like the worst thing about being a woman.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, I know,
trust me.
but
Well, apart from the whole childbirth
guys
thing.
can never comprehend what the pain feels like, so I'd like to be able to say that I could
I'll
comprehend.
kick you in the balls, then you'll know.
No, I believe that it's probably worse than that.
No. I can't remember what I was watching, but they did. You got the a thing which can measure your pain rating of how much pain you're in,
Oh, right.
and they actually did it for a guy.
Yeah.
And they said that it's up near the same level.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Really?
Really.
I must have.
May-
Either you guys make a massive fuss, or I really don't get bad
Maybe
period
you
pains.
should think again about kicking a girl in the balls next time, Liz.
Kicking a girl in the balls.
I said guy. You misheard.
It was a knee.
Next
It was a
question.
knee.
I've been
You were
Next
tickling
question.
I've been
me.
hitting the balls by balls.
You were tickling
balls
me.
by balls.
We're
You
talking
deserved it.
about balls too much. Next question.
You deserved
Yeah.
it. What should a teenager do before becoming an adult?
Drink a lot and play Skyrim.
It's a bit
Just
late for you
Skyrim.
though, isn't it?
But isn't that only during the present day? What happens when Skyrim's no longer... Oh, before Skyrim came out, what was the...
Oblivion.
Before Oblivion. More towards...
Morrowind.
Just that one arcade game. Is there anything else?
Mortal Kombat.
I believe there are certain rites of passage that people have to take, but they don't necessarily... Some they don't have to take until they...
Get dumped by your first girlfriend.
Yeah.
Get laughed at for spots.
Mm-hmm.
Fail some exams.
Mm-hmm.
And then pretend to run away from home.
Oh, I did 3
Sounds
of those.
about right. Right. Although you two are both too old for that now, anyway.
Are we?
Adult, elderly people.
But we're still teenagers.
We're young adults.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're 18. That's weird. If you were single and you could have sex every day as long as a naked person of the same gender could appear in your house every morning, would you agree to the deal?
No, where's the time for Skyrim?
No, but it would just be... you could do it at any point in the day. It doesn't matter when. But...
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Okay. So what if there's a naked guy watching?
No. He wouldn't be there. It's just that he would appear in the morning. He would be there as you wake up, and then until 12.
Okay.
And
Maybe
it'd be someone random. It wouldn't be the same guy.
I might luck out and get Nathan Fillion.
Oh.
He is the guy from Firefly.
Yeah, the captain.
Right. I think the chances of that, though, are pretty unlikely.
Yeah, but you wouldn't... Would you just be asking Firefly-related questions?
I would have sex with him.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
If you're for Nathan, I'm ready.
Um,
Next question.
Yeah.
What about Alex's answer to this?
I think we've milked this one a bit.
I don't know that I would.
You
be-
would.
I really don't.
Just because your girlfriend's on the show doesn't
No,
mean you have
because
to be
it does.
subtle.
It does say when you're single.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a hard position to be put in. Could you choose who it would be that you do it to?
Yes.
Well, what? Who you have sex with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be anyone
Yeah.
Alex, just ask me, alright?
throughout time.
Yes.
Carrie Fisher, Return of the Jedi.
No, not throughout time and space, Alex.
I don't know. I don't think I would.
Next question.
Right, well, on that point, how much would someone have to pay you for you to get naked in public? Matt, this probably wouldn't be very much for you.
I'd say about 50 quid.
Really?
Yeah, that's not very much.
Yeah.
Would you require a bit of a deposit beforehand?
Oh no, money up front.
Oh, money
No,
up front.
I'd be holding the money whilst.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Whilst you're
I could
stripping.
always clench it in my budget.
What sort of public are we referring to? Are we talking like in the front of a shopping mall, or like during like I don't know,
Just a public
a
place.
presidential address?
A lot of people. will
A
be
lot of
watching.
people. Okay.
Yeah, like just shopping centres.
Enough for you to probably have a panic attack.
Right. Okay.
That doesn't
well-
necessarily require people.
I would like enough money for me to be able to pay for my own editing suite.
We
So
need
I'd
some
say
numbers.
okay. So I'd say 50 grand.
Well, that's it, people. You send us 50 grand and we will go to a public place and Mr. Mango strip down for you.
Well, 50 grand and you're 50 as well. Otherwise,
Oh, so we could do it together.
yeah.
Yeah, we can make a day of it. You know,
Ooh,
just take
that'd be nice.
just take a picnic
It'd
and
be like your birthday all over again. Except for people will be watching.
right.
And if you could have unlimited of any one thing, what would it be?
Nachos.
Really. Don't you
Unlimited
think?
nachos. You don't think you'd get sick
Yeah.
of them?
Don't you think you get a bit bored of that?
Do you guys know what nachos are?
Yes, I have. I've had nachos.
Yeah. Do you not just want... I mean, you don't even have to do them. You could build a house, you make a hat, you could even exchange it for stuff, you know?
But you're forever known as
dear
the guy who
God.
has all the nachos.
Exactly.
You changed the
I
currency.
would be Nacho Man.
Nacho Man.
Nacho Man.
Have you just created like a new superhero?
I think he has.
Yeah.
I think I might do some graphics for this.
he's got to have a towel as a cape, a black moustache, and a nacho hat.
So this is sounding like some retarded clown from the 50s.
Yes.
It's just sounding
Right.
disturbing.
An evil retarded clown from the 50s. I don't know. What everyone would probably thinking, oh, unlimited mango, but I think that would get old pretty quickly.
Banana milk then.
Ooh.
Not with the vodka this time.
I would say unlimited. Does that mean I forfeit everything else in my life?
No, just this one thing.
Oh, unlimited views.
Like, that's never going to happen.
Oh,
What about you, Liz?
yeah.
Yeah, you haven't answered any of these questions.
Yeah.
I haven't actually really thought about it. Probably. Shut up. Chocolate.
Next question.
I think
That's it.
That's it.
Really?
Yeah.
Should we go into stories?
Oh. Well, guys, if you want any more questions answered, just post them on the YouTube site or link them to our Facebook or Twitter. The links
Yeah.
will be in the description.
So,
Stories.
yeah. So, Liz, do you?
Right. Okay. Well, I heard recently on a different podcast that they.
Wait. You watch other podcasts.
Well, actually, it was Alex told me, but oh well. So yeah.
You are a traitor to the. You are part of the Rebel Alliance and
A traitor.
Be gone.
No. What are you
don't think
gonna
that was
do
a
about
lie.
it?
Huh?
I don't think that was the line, be gone.
No, that's me saying be gone.
Take her away.
Yeah, but you just you messed it up. You messed up the
You
quote.
can quote things differently, you know.
Anyway,
My
they've now
podcast.
released. Shut up. They've now released a
Just
new.
tell your story, all right?
I'm trying. Oh my god! Right, they've now released a new fragrance that's apparently smells basically like a woman's area. That's the fragrance.
I suppose it's better than one that smells like cat piss.
This
I
one
don't
smells
know.
like cat piss.
So, do they get essence to add into
I
it?
don't know.
That's what they were discussing on the other podcast because they had two guys and one girl on the podcast and they said to the girl, "Oh, would you buy one called Dick Cheese?"
Well, because just imagine there's just some woman strumming it out to give them their fluids. What an amazing job that would be.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
but
but you wouldn't be able to have it, Matt. You do realise that, right?
I would if I had the sex change for a day. Boom, changing my answer.
there we go. I guess.
No, I mean, doesn't look exactly a pleasant smell, I wouldn't say.
No, exactly.
But it's not the most unpleasant.
I mean, to be honest, but isn't it like, I'm sure like different women probably smell a bit different.
Yeah, there's no one fragrance.
I don't even want to think about it, to be honest.
Yeah, so if we're still with stories, I had something weird happen to me today at college, involving
Dare I ask?
a spider, which is pretty weird. My friend and I, because it was nice weather and it still is,
It was beautiful today.
it is very nice. We decided to sit outside on one of the benches.
Just like you.
Oh, thank you. Decided to
Right.
sit outside on one of the benches so we could eat our lunch.
Did the spider give you a panic attack?
It almost did. It was very close. So imagine that this is the bench, or the table on the bench, except it's obviously going to be more square.
Yeah.
There was a spider that was walking along the far edge, then underneath in the background. It kept on doing that until it stopped at the far right. And then my friend just blew it off the edge of the table, and we thought, okay, that's the end of it.
Had a
The-
web.
No, well,
Oh.
yeah, it must have done, but there was something more to do with the web. And it crawled back up, and it was presenting itself essentially to us. Then it
What?
just
How could you tell?
because
It's
it had it.
teeny.
Yeah, but it wasn't that teeny.
It probably was.
That's why it was scary. What happened next? Then it threw us.
Just let him finish the story, Liz. God's sake, we listen to your shit.
So it threw out some web,
Yeah.
which caught the wind. We thought nothing of it, and it just stood there for a while. And he was going to blow it off the edge of the table, and then it started to fly towards us.
Oh, we got the web on too.
Yeah, something on the lamppost behind us. It must have been, and it flew straight past us and disappeared. But it was just the fact that this spider was flying towards us pretty fast, and it was just like, "You pissed me off. Now I'm going to get you back."
Do you know some spiders, when the babies are born,
Yeah.
they flung out a tiny web and used the web to fly through the air to get away from their parents to start their own lives?
Apparently, there's also spiders
Wow.
that grab onto those. Those. I'm not sure what they're called, like the dandelion things that you blow when you make a wish,
Yeah.
and they discard seeds. They grab onto those as well.
I think
Spiders are actually really smart.
They are smart.
there's one called Charlotte, and I'm pretty sure she could make words in her webs.
Yeah.
Really?
And there was a pig
Shocking.
and some people and a barnyard, and it was really weird.
Although her children didn't eat her.
No, but I didn't think it was the children who ate. I thought it was.
The mother eats the father,
Yeah.
and then most of the time the children eat the mother.
Wow, it's
Yeah,
just
how would you guys feel about being male spiders?
male spiders. So we can only mate once, I'm assuming.
Yeah. and then
A
you
one-time
kinda get
stand for a spider.
devoured.
I don't know, because if it's like the exact equivalent of what it means to be human, then if you really care for that person and you know it's part of life, then you go, yeah, sure, why not? How would you feel, Matt? I guess it would just be, screw you, not eating me.
I'd love it. I wouldn't care. I'd like wait till I was really old, like go around my life scaring people and stuff. Then mate and be
Dodging-
Yeah,
done.
but maybe
Dodging
if,
slippers.
if you leave it too old, then none of the girl spiders are going to want you.
Oh, did you hear about seahorses? That apparently they carry the child, not the
Yeah, the
women.
men.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's pretty.
Weird.
It's pretty weird.
Did
That'd
you
be
know
pretty cool
foxes
if you
have hooks
actually
on their
did that.
penises?
What?
Whoa.
They're sort of like not like metal hooks. But I mean, they're hooked so that when it's in, it hurts when it comes out of the woman. But what it is, it's because foxes fight to mate in the wild.
Yeah.
So once a male gets in there, it's difficult for another male to come and overtake for a female from him.
So essentially a grappling hook.
Yeah.
God, that's
Okay,
mad.
that sounds traumatizing.
Actually,
That's why they make so much noise.
It does make a lot of
it's
sense
terrifying.
now, because the girls are screaming.
living out in the country is absolutely terrifying because it's the only sound you can hear. And there's a woman who lives at the back of our. Well, she doesn't live at the back of our garden. But
Oh, you're doing, Doris. Oh, I'm alright, Daniel.
get out of my garden, you mad old woman!
I like those boxers you got on.
No, she has a house at the far end, and she has a bit of land that stretches around the back of the gardens.
What's the name?
I'm not gonna. We're not doing names. That's
Can't we do a
what
shout
names.
out?
No. And she keeps foxes, but the ones that have been endangered or run over or whatever.
Aww.
No, not really, because all you can
You
hear
have
during the night is
sympathy
that.
for things.
Yeah, foxes are cute. They're lovely creatures. The only animal I don't have sympathy for is
Humans,
humankind.
Yeah.
But foxes in the country are alright, but city foxes, they're all mangled and missing
That's
bits of them.
because
That's not
we've.
their fault.
That's
I know,
because of
but
us.
I know, but I'm not going to look at a mangled pigeon or something and say, oh, that used to be cute. Okay, so,
Back on track to nerdy stuff.
yeah, why not? Okay.
You know CW, the people that make the TV show Arrow,
No, because I've never watched it.
but you know of it.
Yes.
Well, now I do, yeah.
We've discussed it.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah.
Oh God. Your costumes on Injustice.
Well, yes, but I wasn't personally discussing it. I was,
Yeah, but
behind the
But
sound.
you know of it.
Yes, I do. What about it? What about it? What about what?
Anyway, they've released a picture of the full Flash costume for a Flash series.
Excellent. Okay, you're going to need to send me that picture then.
Well, I was going to tell you this off camera so that we could just be up and it'd be without us having to talk about it. But I guess now we're talking about it. Yes, I'll give you a picture for it.
Good. Okay. So something else that I wanted to bring up was that if you could create a universe with the different aspects of games, films, and fan fiction, what would it be? What aspects would it have of different genres?
Well, it would definitely be set in Middle Age.
Yeah.
It'd be about adventuring, bit like Skyrim, surprisingly.
Shocking.
But no, it'd also involve a lot of community work. You know, a bit of like different people. Like you get clans across. Instead of this like cities flying to each other, it'd be a lot enclosed. You know, to get somewhere else takes at least a day travel.
Okay.
And like it's all about horse and cars. It's a simpler time.
Simpler time.
Yeah, but still with slight. It's still sort of like computers and. Think about have you ever seen there's a TV show called Revolution.
No. I honestly thought you were going to say Stargate.
No, so it's sort of like an EMP sort of goes across the world and all electronics stop,
Yeah.
and then they all sort of resort. They're still like hip and with it,
Okay.
but they're sort of resorting to like living without electricity.
Okay.
And then like electricity starts to come back, and they have like basic stuff.
Uh-huh.
Like so, you could still have so you could have like a phone, so you can text your friends, and still have a simple computer game.
Yeah.
But you don't go off on the wide web to Skype people in other countries, and you can't have like planes and jets to take you.
Do you
places.
believe then that in the course of humanity's evolution, that was the sort of golden age?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a point where majority of people are happy. Yes, there was a lot of violence with swords and stuff.
But there's always violence. It's just
But
that it was more noticeable.
I would rather have 2 people in my street die from a sword than having my whole country go to war.
Yeah.
With guns and nukes.
I think that back then conflicts were solved a lot easier than they are now.
And even though religion was quite dominant, I did like how humankind nurtured the land, and you know you respected animals.
Yeah. That's fair enough. What about you, Liz?
Your kind of idea does sound good.
Oh my god, I went like, what was it, 5 minutes talking? You can't even think of your own thing.
Yep.
I think I'm going to struggle, but I think I've got a few things in mind. But, well, okay, if
Mangoes everywhere. Everyone have free mangoes. Mango juice for you, sir? Oh, I've got some mango juice. Think of and have some banana milk instead. Oh, thank you.
no,
sir.
heretic. No, but was there a film that had a different sort of universal take on life that you thought might be better?
I've seen films that look worse. I haven't really seen one that seems better.
So you're happy with everything that's happy with the place that we live, the universe that we live in.
Not happy with it.
But it will do.
Yeah.
Well, on the topic of film universes,
Yeah.
have we ever discussed the Disney universe theory?
Is that going to be the absurdly racist one?
No,
Oh, good.
there's an absurdly racist one.
Oh god.
Ooh.
Yeah, but we shouldn't go into
Why
that.
did you tell it?
No, this one.
I'll talk to you
I
about
don't
it
know if you
later.
heard about it. I mean, if you haven't, definitely research it. It's really fun. Basically, it's theorised that all the Disney films lead up to the end of the world.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, I've
I've
heard about that.
Yeah.
Mm,
Like obviously, like Cars being the very end of it.
yeah,
Wall-E being just after Cars, where humanity tries to take back the Earth.
yeah.
Like Toy Story is the vehicles and things start coming alive, and there's a picture of Cars from Car
Yeah.
in Toy Story if you've looked carefully.
That's really weird. There are so many connections. Like going off topic slightly, but still with connections. I saw that apparently in one of the Indiana Jones movies, there's there's some sort of artifact. They have gold pillars around it, and you can
Yeah.
see C-3PO and R2-D2 in one of them. It's really weird. But yeah, no, I've heard of it, but I hadn't had it explained. That's really weird.
Yeah, it's quite interesting because I mean, I'm not a great Disney fan, but that's definitely piqued my interest. Like, oh,
Yeah.
if this is true, Disney's pretty badass.
Oh, talking about hidden things in movies, and Liz and I tried to find it yesterday. Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
Apparently there's a wardrobe malfunction in Jabba's palace with the green Twi'lek.
Really?
Yeah.
Do go on.
Apparently you see her...
Beep.
Yeah.
Her lovelies.
Yeah. Well, one of them.
What?
One of the...
That's
One of
the
them.
weirdest.
Cool.
Metaphor
Most people
I've
call them
ever heard.
lovelies. Lovely jubblies.
I've never heard that in my life.
Well, here's a quote out to all the fans out there. If any of you find some evidence of this, we'd love it for you to send it in.
Do you think we'll start a trend?
Yeah.
Oh,
Everyone
God.
just trying to.
We'll have to make T-shirts. Lovely Jolly.
So what's that now we've got them doing? We've got them sending money for us to just strip naked, and now trying to find some boob malfunction on Star Wars.
I'm going to have to watch it again because we looked and we couldn't
We
find
couldn't
it.
see it. There's also meant to be something in the Little Mermaid's palace.
Oh, yeah.
Mm, the kind
What, a
of
boob malfunction?
no, the penis.
Something quite the opposite.
there's meant to be a penis actually, like sort of in it, but I don't know if it's really
One of the
there.
towers. It's just a giant
This
phallus.
might just be somebody sort of making all this stuff up.
No, I think you're right because I've heard it
Mm.
being talked about by other people.
Anywho.
All right, okay. If we go back to the whole universes thing. Whoa, that nearly took a dark turn. I suppose my ideal universe would be a combination of the worlds from Star Wars, like Naboo,
Yeah.
Bespin, and Alderaan.
Hmm.
I don't know whether you remember any of the planets. You remember Naboo, don't you, from Star Wars Episode 1 and 2?
Naboo.
It's the one that...
The one with the city and the cars and the.
It has some cars. It's the one that Jar Jar lives on.
The Gungans.
Yeah, and it's the one that kind of looks like Venice.
It's just like.
It's the guy.
The one where
the guy that rules the Gungans. After every
Yeah, he
three
does.
notes, he just goes, Jar Jar Binks, you'll never come back.
Yeah, it does.
Right, I'm just gonna nod along here.
But no, it's the one where it's the place where Anakin manages to get with Padme.
Get with her.
Oh, that is really nice.
The
I really
first
like her
film.
dress.
Why didn't you just say the first film? The main.
Because it's better to say. I don't know. I guess
The
I should.
first film where the big fight happens.
Yeah. Where Darth Maul kills Qui-Gon. Spoilers. Although I really think,
Well, the one where she's wearing a really
He was
pretty
so
dress.
Yeah.
Oh, I want that dress.
Well, no, he wasn't really.
Well, he was compared to Yoda.
I guess.
Oh, here's something someone wanted me to bring up.
Oh, yeah?
A theory that I think we should discuss is whether
Mhm.
we think superheroes are a good thing. Because what Batman, the Dark Knight series brought was that where he's there, as well as stopping evil,
He's
he-
causing it.
He inspires it.
Yeah.
So do you think
So-
superheroes are just escalating, or do you think they...
So you believe? So what you're saying is, if we had superheroes in the real world, would they be good or bad?
No, let's say if a superhero came up and started saving the world,
Yeah.
do you not think that maybe it would then inspire a villain to rise up against him?
Yeah,
And then
see
that
if
would
you can
inspire
beat
a
him.
hero, which would then again inspire a villain, and it would just...
I think it would create unnecessary
Snowball.
conflict.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's the
That's
the
a really interesting
that's the
idea.
problem though with normal. I suppose in normal warfare, someone gets a weapon, so someone feels the need to create a bigger weapon.
Yeah.
So it's the same sort of principle. Someone gets a superhero, which is in this case the biggest weapon.
Mankind always trying to one-up each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I suppose not, but the concept's nice.
Yeah.
But I don't think.
Make darn good comics and entertaining films.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose X-Men brought it most to life. But the bad elements of
Yeah.
it, the fact that there would not only be humans rising up against it, but then there's also superheroes turning bad and fighting with each other, which then
Yeah.
causes destruction for
More
humanity.
conflict, yeah.
There's sort of like a triangle with the two mutant groups on the bottom
Yeah.
fighting each other, but also
The
with
humans
mankind.
being caught in the
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're definitely right. I don't think it would.
On the topic of heroes, I will show you a brilliant film I saw the other day, which was on Love Film.
Uh-huh.
If anyone can have it, you should watch it. It was Batman Year One. It focuses on when Bruce Wayne first becomes Batman. It's an animated film, but it's on how him and his relationship with Commissioner Gordon grouped together. Because half of the story is about Commissioner Gordon coming to Gotham and rising through the ranks, and how he's the only good cop, and how not only does he have to protect Gotham and his family from criminals, but also against the bad cops trying to stop him from being a good cop. And it's pretty nice. It's a good film.
That's something that I really need to get. Love Film or the
Netflix. Or something.
I would say Love Film's better for films.
Yeah.
Netflix is better for TV series.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think of any TV series that I need to see. I think 'cause
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. Yeah,
Everyone needs to see Breaking Bad.
I want to see The Walking
Have you
Dead.
seen
but
it?
Walking Dead is amazing.
Have you seen both of those? 'Cause
Yeah.
oh,
I mean, I'll be honest,
bitch.
Walking Dead, as it gets to like latest series, it does lose its bit. But I mean,
Yeah.
they did something that no one really has. They made a long time successful series about zombies.
Which is hard enough to do with just a film.
Exactly.
They managed to pull it off a series. I do appreciate the thought behind the series. It's just I don't. When I saw the first episode.
No, you're criticizing like how like the budget was like that. You said they did some bits
Well,
of
yeah,
crappy quality.
yeah. I was going to get into that, but what I was first going to go into is that if you want to get me into a series and it has scary elements, the first thing you don't do is tell me when the
It
scares
has-
are going to be.
Yeah.
Just let it happen, because then I'm not going to freak out before it happens.
It's the
I'm
same
just
with
gonna happen.
rides, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't. If someone's going to tell me that the roller coaster is going to be scary, then I'm going to freak out. But if you don't, then I'll go on the scariest ride of all time, and I'll be fine.
Well, you won't. You still freak out.
Well,
You'll
during the
freak
ride,
out
but I'll freak out a lot
less.
less.
Stop being picky.
But yeah, going back into the effects, I suppose the blood effects I wasn't too crazy about, and it being a series that I was just getting into, I don't think it was the best way to introduce me to it. Maybe showing me
To be
a
honest, I
more
think
recent episode.
The thing is though with the first series, because it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone really expected it to be anything.
No, but I appreciate that. But to get me into a series, like what you very cleverly did with Firefly, you showed me the Serenity film
Yeah.
beforehand. I think I would have been into it anyway. But
because what they did with Serenity was they did the first series, but then it got cut.
yeah,
And then they did
So
that
they
to
did the
fix
film
the
to try and tie
problems.
up all the endings, and it does lay out the story quite well as well. So,
yeah, it's but that was.
okay. Gave me some really horrible news.
What?
Oh, what about the Firefly game?
No, Fox has cancelled doing another series.
I didn't realize that they were planning on doing another one at
Well,
all.
because the guy's become quite successful from things like the Avengers and stuff. He was hoping to do a second series,
Uh-huh.
and Fox have just said no.
Why can't they choose a different company to do it?
I don't know.
Yeah, why can't
Or
they?
do Fox control the rights?
I don't think they do, but I just think it's because he's been with them and he was just planning it with them.
Right.
So now it's cut, gone. It's going to take a while to go again.
I don't see why they've cut it at all. I think there would have been so many people. I mean, things like
Yeah.
Facebook and Twitter prove to us that it's such a missed thing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't. They say they didn't have many views, but every like nerd I know
Yeah,
They either love it or they just haven't seen it yet.
but really want to, and I really wanted to.
Once they see it,
before I
they
saw
love it. I don't know a single person that says, "Oh, Firefly's rubbish."
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
I mean, Liz, you're not a nerdy person, but you think it's right,
Yeah,
don't
yeah, I think it's really good.
I think
my sister now has it, so I'm just going to steal it off her.
she has it. Well, the entire series.
Mm-hmm.
We need to watch it.
I mean, my dad likes it.
It's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
It was such a fresh idea, putting it together what was essentially the Western with the sci-fi
Yeah.
universe. It was brilliant.
I mean, I wish they kind of went into more detail about the whole Asia and America being dominant
Yeah.
languages.
I mean, that's what they could possibly have.
Asia being a dominant language.
Yeah, because they had the two.
Well, if
they
you
had
watched it, all the language was a mixture of Asian and American.
Yeah,
It explains it in the Serenity film a bit more, and the comics, which are amazing.
I didn't realize there were comics.
Oh, I'll see if you can
Oh,
find them.
there's books. I saw them in Waterstones.
Yeah, but basically, it's like if you notice that every time they go to swear or something, they do it
They
in
say
Chinese.
they say it in those languages. But no, I think maybe say if they came out with another series, they'd then have the opportunity to do another film.
The thing is, though, what would they do? Would they do the series carry on from the first, or would they do it carry on from the film?
How long after was the film from the series?
I don't remember.
Can't
the
have been
dates.
that long.
And it wasn't very long.
So I suppose they'd have to do it after the
But
film.
time. What do you mean? Time bases within the Firefly universe?
Yeah.
It varies. I mean, it's set afterwards. Like it doesn't have a date. I mean, you got the beginning of it is before they all meet up.
Yeah.
Then at the end of it, it's after they've done all their jobs and people have left the crew. But I mean, they could do a series.
But people die.
You know, but they could do a spoiler.
I just said people die.
But the
It
series,
could be anyone.
The series could still be before the film,
Yeah. I suppose
explaining
so.
all the jobs they do before it.
Yeah. And they could elaborate on some
I mean,
things.
I
could
tell-
it
an
be
episode-
before the TV series? Or...
No.
Oh no, because if the film starts at the beginning, okay, I'm just gonna shut.
I mean, what I would love is because there's a book that explains Shepard's story.
Yeah.
'Cause
Or
it's
is that
quite
when he was
complex.
during the war?
Yeah, well, before he becomes a crew. Cause
Oh, right, okay.
before he becomes a shepherd, that is. 'Cause
Yeah.
Shepherd is the religious guy, like a Christian, goes
Yeah.
door to door. And
Oh no, wait, he wasn't in the war. Sorry.
he's like that. He was.
Was he?
If you read the story,
Oh right, I didn't realize it was.
it explains his background story. It was after the war, after something happened, that he decided he's going to become a shepherd.
Ah.
Because there's an episode where he's injured and the Alliance come onto them, and he has an ID card,
Yeah.
and the Alliance take him to their best medical facility, but it never explains why. You read the book, you will know.
Oh, so he must do something.
Yeah,
pretty-
they're on
pretty impressive.
Amazon. They're quite cheap, the books. So if anyone's a Firefly fan but doesn't know the background stories of Shepard and stuff, go on there.
I'm very intrigued. I'm definitely do that.
I mean, there's not many. I think there's only about 3 or 4 books,
Yeah.
but they're good.
That's actually really interesting because at the moment I'm writing a Star Wars novel,
That you are.
and I was really disheartened at one point because they said I went on a website and I have to go through so many procedures to even get it near publish
Published.
publish of the publication. So if I ever wanted to do a book that may not have to include things like going through LucasArts and things like that,
Yeah.
I think creating something around that universe, not even around the main characters, it's just you could really expand on the conflict between what they call the mutated, the equivalent of the Delta,
Oh, the
Reapers.
Reavers.
And you could really elaborate on that.
And the things with the game is amazing because it's got like where you got who you are.
Yeah.
Like if you decide to come from a faction, can't remember the name, but they're like mercenaries. But because like they're low down, they have lots of weaponry, but they're all
Yeah.
lower grade. Whereas if you went to like an alliance group, you'd have limited supply of weapons, but they'd all be very high grade. So I think the Firefly universe, you can do so much with it, but they're not just not.
The only thing I'm worried about is that now that Firefly's been off the air for so long, people's expectations have been building up higher and higher and higher. So that's the danger with taking a series off the air for so long. People are now going to be expecting so much if they hear that it's coming back.
Yeah.
And as what will probably be a secondary pilot because it's been off the air so long,
Yeah.
they're going to have to do so much to be able to impress the
thing
fans.
is, the only thing they could do is, I mean, I wouldn't like it, but one of the scenarios that they could have done was a different crew.
Really? Well, there are some that are still alive, aren't there?
They're all still alive.
Some of them died.
I think so.
In Serenity?
I thought you meant. Look, but we just said that it can be based before
I know.
Serenity.
Oh yeah. But if it wasn't going to be, then you're going to have issues. And it may,
Make
and
the
it,
timeline
and
kind
it
of
may-
confusing.
and it may be more relevant to have a new crew if it is based after the film. There's no point if it's not.
Well, it could be Mel could have another crew. I mean, there were some people still around, like Zoe.
I suppose so.
Hmm.
Do you have Aquaman facts to finish up with?
I do.
You do?
This week's Aquaman fact is he has suffered real loss. In the New 52, he and his wife have the son, Aquaman Jr., I can't remember his actual name.
Fish
But-
boy.
Mantis, who is Aquaman's archenemy, takes him from him,
Mm-hmm.
and Aquaman loses him.
Okay.
But instead of spiraling down into depression and going out for revenge and letting it cloud his judgment, he uses this to drive him on and carries on the fight for justice. And that's why Aquaman is amazing. He knows real loss and can sympathise with the rest of the planet, and that's why he is an amazing hero.
Very nice.
So, thank you for all tuning in to another episode of Nerdcast. We would love for you to like and subscribe and leave comments to give us feedback. As always, you can always contact us on our Facebook page and Twitter. Links will be in the description. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Bye.